Hello. 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 Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, and the reason I'm so dramatic with this, it's not even that big of a deal, but it's been a minute, and I miss you guys. I do miss you guys. And I wanted to come back on here, just tell you what's up. Tell you what's up. Talk about where I've been, talk about what I've been doing for the last maybe 3 or 4 months since I posted the last video. How being back in LA is, missing Thailand, missing traveling, working, not having a job, moving out. It's been a lot. So this video is essentially all just going to be catching you up on just what I've been doing. I have some clips that I've been recording here and there. I've been working out, trying to exercise, just trying to just be my higher self. And I'm going to let you guys know what I've been doing. So excited to be back. Sorry it's been so long. I apologize. I'm sorry. I take accountability. Sorry it's been so long. But I really wanted to wait and make sure that when I started back on the videos that I could actually be here and I could actually post frequently again, which I'm about to do. So, don't worry about the past. Let's just keep pushing. So sit back, relax, listen to what I gotta say. let me let you know what's been going on, what the last couple months since I've been back from Thailand have been like. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let's get into it. So starting off from right when I got back, to be honest, I really didn't have a lot of culture shock being back. I think it's because I was, as you could see in my videos, if you're watching for the first time, I lived in Thailand for a year. I was teaching, and in the last 2 months of living in Asia, I was traveling traveling, just living out of a backpacking throughout Southeast Asia. So I recorded basically all of my travels. So I was in Thailand for a while, different parts of Thailand I hadn't been to. I was in Japan, I was in Vietnam, I was in Malaysia, had an amazing time, other places as well. So I feel like because I was traveling and kind of getting used to different time zones, the culture shock coming back just wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be. Also because I was so used to being in Bangkok, and even though obviously Bangkok has a lot of Thai people, there's also a lot of other people too. So I wasn't shocked with the people back in America. I think the main thing that I had to get back used to was the driving. I'm not gonna lie, in the first couple weeks, I drove on some toll roads I wasn't supposed to. I got some tickets because in Thailand, obviously you drive on the left side of the road, whereas here you drive on the right side of the road. So, and then also in Thailand, I rode a motorbike, so I didn't even drive. So getting back and driving in my car, y'all, was an adjustment. But other than that, I really didn't have an issue with people, the culture, the food. Also, I live in LA, from LA. So LA also has a lot of different varieties of food. So if I want Thai food, I can eat Thai food, and it's really good. Obviously it's not as good as being in Thailand, but it's really good. And I can have different kinds of food. So I know some people were in the comments asking about, oh, culture shock when you get back. Culture shock really wasn't that big of a deal, thankfully. All right, so next thing, finding a job. So if you were following along on my solo travel journey, one thing that I was very vocal about is the fact that while I was traveling, as I was done teaching and just traveling throughout Asia, I was kind of waiting until I got a job in the entertainment industry. And I was kind of I'm traveling, this is fun, but once I get a job, I'm going back home. Well, I ended up traveling for 2 months and just didn't get a job because I'm trying to get a job in entertainment, and it just takes a long time, and it's very, it's a lot of waiting, it's a lot of networking, it's a whole thing. But I was doing it and I was making it work. I was going on interviews while I was traveling, which it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Sometimes the interviews would be at midnight and I would just do it because obviously it's LA time, and I would just do it and it was fine. But in the end of my travels, I stopped traveling, not because I got a job, but because I kind of ran out of my savings. But I don't regret it because I spent my savings traveling Asia. So like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But all that to say, when I came home, I wasn't super excited to be home just because I still hadn't had a job. And I had been applying for so long and still nothing had happened. And I also missed Thailand. Like, I will say, like, when it was time to leave, I felt good about leaving. Like, I didn't feel like, oh, like, I felt like, okay, you know, like, I did all I wanted to do. But I feel like it's hard to explain, but just because I didn't have a job, I felt like I kind of didn't have as much to look forward to coming home, because I was like, I'm gonna come home and I'm literally gonna sit in my house, not have a lot of money because I have spent my savings, and I'm still gonna be looking for a job. And so that's what I did, if I'm being very honest. So that's what I did for about 3 months. Once I got home, I got home mid-December, and I was unemployed until mid-March. And if I'm being very honest, that is also a big reason I did not post a YouTube video and did not want to, because in this time I had a hard time, if I'm being very honest. You know, one thing about me, I've always, you know, been in school. I've always had something I'm doing. You know, I'm a Capricorn. I like to work. I like to make money. I like to do something. I like to be productive. And it was really hard in these months because I was really trying to get a job. It just was not coming through. Everyone kept being like, you know, the market's tough. And I'm like, I know the market's tough, but I still want a job. And, you know, I feel like there's this weird shame that comes when you can't find a job, because I feel like this American ideal is like, well, you have to work. Like, you should be working. You always should be grinding. And I didn't want to settle and just get any old job. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say any old job, but I didn't want to settle and get something that I didn't want, because I knew that would take energy away from me putting effort into finding a job in entertainment. So from like mid-December to literally mid-March, I was kind of in the house. I was going to the gym. So this is when I started going to the gym, because I just wanted to get my mind, I just wanted to be out the house. I wanted to be able to like move my body. I feel like I moved a lot and did a lot of really fun, adventurous things in Thailand. And I knew in LA, you just drive a lot. So I wanted to keep being active, and I'm thankful that I've been able to still keep that up, going to the gym and being active. But this was a hard time. I had a lot of shame about the fact that I couldn't get a job. I didn't want to make a YouTube video, one, because I just didn't want to make a video because it just would literally be about me sitting in the house, not having a job, and not being happy about that. So yeah, guys, that's what was going on January, February, and most of March. So comment down below if you are currently looking for a job or have experienced just like unemployment. It is the most humbling experiences you can have, especially when you are trying to make your dreams come true. And I put air quotes around that just because, like, sometimes making your dreams come true is being stubborn and being like, no, mom, I'm not just gonna work, you know, security, or I'm not just gonna work like at Starbucks or whatever. Like, and again, no shame to if you work security or Starbucks. I'm just saying, when you know, like, I want to do something else, and you just know that you just have to wait like a little bit longer, because I just kept getting the feeling of like, just wait, it'll come. And I was doing all the right things, you know, I was networking, I was doing things, but it just took a while. So that, being very transparent, that's also why I didn't want to come on. I just had a lot of shame about the fact that I didn't have a job and that I was trying, and also that, you know, if you've been watching my channel, you see me like go up in a hot air balloon and like, you know, live out of a backpack and do these fun things. And then it's like, okay, are people gonna watch me just sit at home and be unemployed? So full transparency, that was also a fear. And it was just a lot going on in my mind, and just a lot of stuff going on. So like I said, though, I was unemployed until mid-March. So mid-March, I was probably one of the best days of my life. If I'm being very honest, probably one of the best days where I finally got a job. In entertainment. So I currently work at a talent agency. And yeah, so then that's what I've been doing. So then that's a whole other thing. But yes, I finally did get a job mid-March where I work at a talent agency in Los Angeles. And I'm gonna tell you a little about that. So got a job mid-March. And then it seemed like what's so interesting is like I feel like the first 3 months of this year were like, well, I guess first 2.5 months were very just like slow, do nothing, moving. It seemed like once I got a job, so much just started picking up. So I got a job, started working. I can say I'm an assistant at a talent agency. It's a big talent agency. I don't want to give too many details about it, but just know that that is what I do, and it's a great stepping stone. So I'm really excited for my career. And one of the biggest things that I really that I liked about the time that I didn't have a job was, again, that I started going to the gym, and I wanted to keep that up while working. So I got into the habit of going to the gym before work. Comment down below if you are somebody who does this. It is not for the weak, but it is so bomb. Because I'll say this, I am somebody who, when I like to have my evenings, like to me, after like 4 or 5, I should not be doing a lot. Like the way I think, the way I am, I'm just like, in the evening should be like eating, you know, chilling, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, but like just winding down. So I was just very determined to just go to the gym before I started working. But again, because of this just means that I go to bed pretty early now and I wake up pretty early. But that's just a little aside. And I wanted to mention that because some of the clips that you'll see that I'll post here will just be me, you know, taking walks or going to the gym early in the morning before work. And I'm really proud to say that I've been able to keep that up. So hashtag clean girl era, clean girl life. Oh, okay, not clean girl, but you know the clean girl aesthetic of like, I go to the gym and I drink water and yeah, all that. Okay. So what ended up happening too, which was really cool, is that I moved out. So that was a big thing. And the reason I was really determined to move out is because I had my own place when I was in Thailand and I loved it. And you know, living at home is great, saving money, but I feel like having your own place is really amazing too. And having your own peace of mind is something special. So I was kind of slightly pushed into the opportunity to get an apartment, and I'm very thankful that I was able to find one. I found one very quickly. So upon getting a job, I feel like once I finally started getting used to the job, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move out now. So in mid-May, I moved out and now I have my own studio. This is not the studio. I will show you clips of the studio. This is my old room. I'm at home right now. So as you can see, that's the reason there's not a lot on the walls, because I moved out. But I do come home here and there, of course, just to hang out with my parents, to wash my clothes. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's what's been happening. Again, I moved out mid-May. A lot of things have just been taking place, and I furnished my own apartment, which is a pretty penny. Comment down below if you've ever moved out. Getting a bed, adulting is just so different. It's so different, but it's so cool. I love it. I love having my own space, and I'm really thankful to be able to do that. Again, now that I have a job and now I just have an income, so I know like, okay, I can afford to pay rent. Currently packing. Let me show y'all. This is essentially what I've packed so far. What's good is that I don't have too much stuff. So it's not super a lot to pack, but you know, it's always a thing moving to my first place in LA. So I'm excited.
Yeah. What time I stopped?
Did they slide?
Yeah. What the table did? 'Cause the table.
So yeah, to this day now, I think it's things have been slowed down a little bit. I do have a trip coming up, so I will definitely be vlogging that. I don't want to tell you where I'm going just yet because you'll see. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what I've been doing these last 6 months really. It's just for the first half of them kind of was like not doing a lot, being very humble, taking a break. I mean, just resting, which was truly a gift. And then the second half of that was getting a job, starting something new, moving, meeting different people, moving out. Yeah, just getting back used to LA. I think a lot of times people ask me, do I miss Thailand? Of course, I'm here to say I do miss Thailand. Sometimes I watch my own videos just because I'm like, wow, I was really there, that I'm shook. I'm glad to be back though. I think in full transparency, because I want to be in entertainment, I feel good about being here. But I think if I had a career where I could work anywhere, I probably would either go somewhere next abroad, go somewhere else abroad. I'm also leaving things open. I still might decide in a year, all right, I want to go to South America. I want to go somewhere else. So yeah, the world is my oyster. I do think having traveled so much, it makes me not super afraid to travel and know that no matter what, I can figure things out. I will and still will be making travel related content. So I have a lot of travel tips that I feel like I would love to be able to impart onto people, but also comment below about what kind of content you want to see from me. Like I said, I moved out, so I could talk about that. I could talk about the moving process. I could talk about finding a job in entertainment if that's something that you are interested in. I probably will still just find ways to talk about Thailand, to be honest. So if you came here for the Thailand content, just know it's still coming. I can talk about specific trips. Something wild happened in Vietnam that I want to do a story time on. So look out for that, because I'm for sure going to do that. Even if nobody watches it, I need to let that out because it was a crazy experience. But yeah, guys, it's been something. But of course, since I've been back, I've been hanging out with friends. I've been doing really fun things, which I am so thankful for. And so, I enjoy. I do think being abroad and living abroad and being on my own has just really lit a fire in me, to where now I just, if there are things I really want to do or big moves I want to make, I'm not as scared to make them. I'm just a little bit more all right, let's figure it out, moving out. Or stuff like that. So that is one thing I feel just traveling by myself, solo traveling in general, really did for me. And that's why I really want to just give tips on solo traveling, living in hostels, doing these kinds of things, just because it's truly, I feel it's one of the best things you could do. But yeah, I've enjoyed hanging out with friends. I've enjoyed just hanging out with family, being in LA. All right, y'all, special treat. There was a Thai style street market by my new place. So I had to go try out the Thai food, see about the authenticity, taste, period. So I'm gonna show y'all what it do. Okay, so we kind of got a pork bun. I'm not gonna lie, I started eating a little bit, but I'm gonna eat it for y'all right now. So it's actually got like, it's like these flakes. I actually had this in Thailand, but I don't know, I never had it like this. And then this has like some yellow stuff in it. I never really had this specifically, but it's good. Flavor's good. Then I got another one that has this green stuff. I for sure had this. It kind of tastes like green tea, almost yogurt, but not as sweet as yogurt. I like it. And it's good. So these, I'm gonna give them 8 out of 10. All right, next I got these Thai style donuts. They're really good, and they come with this little sauce. Now in Thailand, when I had it, the sauce actually they had was kind of like this. It was the sauce that's in this. You could dip it with the donut. There's a legit Thai name for it. I don't know what it is. It's like pad tra something. But let me show y'all what it is. All right. This is good. And they were cooking this fresh, so this is very fresh. Hold up. Oh my gosh, this is good. What the heck? This is just as good as it was in Thailand. Now I'm dipping it in the green sauce. This is how I kind of had it in Thailand. I'm Keely out here. I'm gonna give this a 9. What's good about this is the donut is not too sweet, but the sauce is sweet, so you can kind of control how sweet you want it to be, but it's fluffy, airy. Okay, just as good. This is just as good. Drunken noodles. All right, final thing. These are drunken noodles, and I got it with some a fried egg, because I would get fried eggs on everything. I was tempted to get 2. Now usually with stuff like this, they usually give you like a chili sauce, but they didn't give that to me this time, and it was okay. But I hope it's good enough to where I don't need the chili sauce. So let's see. Okay, it's spicy, but I love it. This is good. If you've had pad see ew, it's essentially very similar to pad see ew. It's the thick, long noodles. So let me show y'all. So it's like, the noodles are like this. But I think with drunken noodles, they cook them a little longer. And I think I don't know if they fry pad see ew, but I think with this, they fry. It's good. It's a little sweet. I feel like I don't need the sauce. I'm not tripping over the sauce. And I got chicken and shrimp in it. Okay. Now, if I'm being honest, I didn't really get drunken noodles. I got pad see ew a lot in Thailand, or this other dish that I really liked called pad khana mu krab. This isn't really like it, but it's good. It's good, and the Thai flavors are definitely there. Overall, all this food is bomb. I feel like all together, I know the drunken noodles was the most expensive thing, and it was like $12. And high key, it's a lot, so I feel like I'm gonna have food for tomorrow. Everything else was cheap. I probably spent, what, $16 for all of this? No. Maybe $18 for all of this. So I will put the description of where this place is. It's like a little food market, so it's not a lot of stalls, but it's good. It's cheap, and if you're in LA, definitely hit this place up. Hit this area up. I'm definitely going back. But yeah, guys, that's really it. But again, this is the first of a new chapter for me on this channel. So that's why I just want to take a second, get used to just working and moving out and all these things before I really came back. But let me know what kind of content you want to see. I have some ideas for some videos that you'll see as you continue to be my subscriber, which I really appreciate on this channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I hope you enjoyed the clips. I'm excited to, explore this new chapter of being back home, working, all this stuff. So thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.